morning. Welcome to day 2 of the cruise and day 3 of vacation. Actually feeling the sea a little bit. Down on deck 2, you can't hardly feel anything, but when I was up on deck 9 for breakfast, I could definitely feel the ship moving. So yeah, I'm gonna go actually call maintenance this morning because the light over my bed is flickering. Hopefully they've got that resolved while I was at breakfast, and then I'm going to pick out what I'm going to do on the schedule today. So follow along. Welcome to deck 10 on the cruise ship. It's I'm going to show you. Cold and windy, but I kind of like cooler weather. I'd always rather be cold than hot, so it's actually pretty nice. I'm getting ready to go to a talk in one of the theaters about Alaska, and it's got a little bit on the destination we're headed to tomorrow. Or I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Glacier Day, but yeah, I'm gonna go check that out. From there, I'm not sure. I have a time lapse going in my room right now. It's just out the window. I'm not around any land. According to the ship captain, we're still in Canadian waters. So if you look at a map, Vancouver's pretty far south compared to where we're going to Alaska. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go head to that talk in the theater about Alaska, and I'm gonna go see how many times I can say the word Alaska in one recording. Alaska. One other thing I do want to mention is they were very quick to get did I say that the light in my room was messed up? The light in my room was messed up, but they got it fixed already. So yeah, you really can't beat Disney's customer service. They even checked in on me to make sure I knew they were on the way, and then knocked on the door, very polite. They put a blanket over the bed because the light that was out was over the bed, so that when the guy put his knee up on the bed, he wasn't touching any of my stuff. Very kind. But yeah, so I really, I'll try and keep pointing out the Disney stuff because these cruises are very expensive, especially for one traveler, because they charge you the room minimum is 2 people. So in truth, I pay for 2 people when I solo cruise. But I almost feel like I get a little more attention from the cast members because I'm solo. My housekeeping person, her name is Lena, and she's been wonderful. She wanted to know all about my camera. I have the new DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is what I'm recording on now. And she was telling me that she does wedding photography, and she makes wedding dresses, and she was looking at getting one of these to help sell her products. So it's cool. I let her play with it. She really thought it's pretty neat. Hopefully she won't mind the time lapse going in the window while I'm at this meeting, but I'm sure the battery will die while I'm there, so it'll be fine. But yeah, let me show you the completely empty pool. Yeah, there's nobody in there. Everybody's in sweatshirts. But there are still people watching the movie, which fair, good on them. But yeah, if there are any good parts of this presentation, I'll record it. Breakfast was good. I had hash browns, eggs, a fried rice, egg scramble. It was okay. It wasn't my flavor palette. I'm sure it was some people's, but it wasn't mine. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna head downstairs. I gotta go to deck 5 aft. My room is in the aft, which so far a lot of the things that I've wanted to do on this cruise are on the aft. So it's been really accessible for me. In addition, deck 2 feels no motion compared to the rest of the ship. When I was at deck 9 eating breakfast early, I really felt the ship moving. But when I went back down to my room, nothing. So, pretty cool. I'm glad I didn't pay. For those of you that don't know, a balcony on an Alaska cruise, or a veranda, is very expensive. Very, very expensive. I paid right around $3,800, $4,000 for the room. That was with the 10% discount for being a previous cruiser. The balconies were anywhere between $7,200 and $10,000 for this cruise. I'll keep my window in my very stable room, and I'll just come up on the top decks to look around whenever I want. But the only other thing I have to figure out today is apparently Glacier Day, we have good, what would the word be? Good conditions for Northern Lights. So I want to figure out how I know when I should come up on deck, because I'm already going to be up late, so I'd like to be up here but not spend an hour up here for no reason freezing. So, but as I learn all that, I'm sure I'll pass it along.
The weather looks pretty nice. You got a marmot, and this is the state bird, the ptarmigan, over here. They have to stay hidden. They usually hide in the rocks because there's eagles, right? So the eagle will look at it as a very delicious little thing. So cute too, but oh well. This is the old growth forest. These are the trees that grow 250 feet tall, 15 feet around the trunk. They live 500 years or more. We had one that came down in a landslide in Juneau recently that was dated to the Declaration of Independence. You know, it's just amazing. So they are old, beautiful trees, but when they fall down, it's not the end of the story because everything starts growing on top of them as they decay. So it's layer upon layer upon layer of decaying matter and rich soil. And then you've got this wonderful environment for all the animals that grow here and live here. You know, deer and moose and all the bears. You know, well, not the polar bear, don't worry. Brown bear, black bear, and then all the little varmints in between. We're having breakfast and we see all these humpback whales off the beach. How ridiculous, right? Wonderful day. The sun's out, which is another wonderful thing about it. And then later on, not very long after the bear had popped out of the beach, onto the beach, we saw these guys show up. And these are little Sitka black-tailed deer. And they were fearless. I think everybody thinks that, well, there's a deer in the woods and the bear nearby is just going to devour them, but you know, they're omnivorous. They eat a whole bunch of stuff. A deer might take a little bit too much energy to, or you know, or who knows, but they were just we're sitting there eating and they're looking at us, and it was wonderful.
Just finished the Alaska presentation. That was a lot of fun. The speaker, Linda, was very informative and she was fun to listen to. Next up is all about shopping at Skagway, which is our first port after Glacier Day. So they said you can get maps of the area, so you can go ahead and kind of figure out your route. I know of a park with a waterfall that I already want to walk to. So yeah, I'm going to hang out. It's in the same theater, so I'm going to hang out in here for the same show, or for a different show in the same theater. But that presentation was really good. She said she's presenting again tomorrow. I'm going to make sure that I'm here for it. She was very fun to listen to. So I think it's such a rare talent that someone can make a PowerPoint interesting. So go for her. Welcome back to my room. I decided to take a little break. I watched that Alaska presentation on like the wilderness. That was great. And then I watched a shopping presentation. It was a lot of sales. However, there was some part of it that was which local shops to go to. There's people that work in Alaska that just come in to sell $20 t-shirts for 3 months. But then there are some people that stay and maintain the town all year round, right? So that presentation did go over certain shops that are full of local goods run by local people. So that's what I want. The last thing you want to do is to buy like a totem pole that's made in China in Alaska. I'm sure most people wouldn't consciously do that, but if you're not thinking about it, yeah, I could see where it would happen. But yeah, I'm taking a little break. I'm probably gonna take a nap, to be honest with you. This schedule changes, wearing me out, but I got some pizza. It's okay. It's not great, but it's food. And then I'm probably gonna rinse off and then hop in bed for a couple hours. Yeah, it's okay. Just wanted to check in. My okay-ish pizza. I won't get this again, but I'm not gonna waste it. I mean, just because you're on a cruise doesn't mean you just like waste food. That's my opinion. So, alright, well, nap time. And then I think bingo. And then tonight is the Golden Mickey show, which I can't record in, but I can give you a before what I think it is and an after what I think it is. Or what it was. And then I have dinner at Triton's. So, good stuff.
And And lastly, to accommodate all audience members, we ask that you...
That was a really cute show. My mom would have really liked that because it was very Walt Disney focused. There's something about like a major corporation staying close to their roots that just makes everything so much nicer. But yeah, there was a ton of music, different characters, villains, heroes, love stories, animals, and the actors came in and out of the stage a lot, so it was really great. So that was an hour-long show. I will say I will choose my seating differently next time. I'm on this like the second bank of seating on the far side, but I ended up right by a large family who spoke at full volume the whole show. Well, I came back to the room for a couple minutes just to, well, actually, I'm not sure what to do. Oh, drop off my cup. But the dinner is coming up, and it's Triton's, and tonight's formal night, so this is as formal as I get, but I think I look nice. I do have one nicer shirt tomorrow for Paulo brunch. Paulo is an upcharge restaurant that is more formal, so I have a nicer outfit for that. But tonight's menu, I don't see a ton that I want to try like I did last night. Last night there were a bunch of things. Tonight I think there's just an appetizer and an entree, maybe? No, soup and an entree. So, looking forward to it. But again, I'll film it and then review it afterward when I get back. Maybe not back to the room, but like in a more quiet spot. I don't want to be talking to the camera when I'm having conversations with people at dinner. To me, that's shortchanges myself of being engaged with the group. So far, I've done an awesome job of memorizing everyone's name, and I think I have run into everyone that's at the singles table during today. So I think I'm doing good. But yes, I'm gonna head to dinner. I'm actually gonna go see if there's any live music outside Triton's. I think there is, and if there is, I'm just gonna wait there until 8 when the dinner starts. Guess what? I had too much fun and forgot to film most of the food for this meal. But I got the French onion soup. That's not something I normally get. I was happy to try it on a Disney cruise. And then I got the lobster pasta. It had tarragon in it. Turns out I'm not a huge fan of tarragon. But I did remember to film dessert. I got a creme brulee. That was very good. Okay, that was another terrible dinner of me remembering to film things. But I had an awesome dinner conversation. There's someone that I'm with that's a solo traveler that does specifically solo traveling for Disney, and she's been to every international park, so she has so many stories. She's a blast to talk to. I'm going to do another load of laundry because I wear so many clothes. But tomorrow morning is Glacier Day and character meeting, and I have Paulo brunch, so I'm not going to eat breakfast tomorrow. I'm going to go to Paulo with an empty belly. I'm really excited for that, but yeah. Let me check in with you here in a minute because I need to get laundry started, and then I'll wrap this day up. Okay, I got my laundry started, so we're in a good spot. I got my mic, I'm holding on to it. But I want to show you on the TV real quick. Here you go. Started. And now we are headed to the glacier. Pretty cool, right? But I got my laundry started, so that I keep doing laundry at like 11 and midnight, and I always have had very good luck having machines available. I'm also like 5 doors down from the laundrette, which is perfect because I can basically throw my laundry in, take a shower, and then walk down there in my pajamas and get them out because it's so close. Yeah, I had an awesome dinner. The food wasn't my favorite, but the conversation was fantastic. We were actually, I'm not going to say we were kicked out, but it was but very clearly the end of dinner service because they threw the lights on in Triton's. So sorry I didn't record the meal. But tomorrow's Paulo. and I cannot wait for that. So, but tonight I'm just going to get cleaned up, get my laundry done, and then I'm gonna try and go to the character thing early tomorrow morning, and then head to Palo for brunch. I believe my brunch is at 12:15 maybe, but Palo is on an upper deck, so for Glacier Day I'm gonna be on an upper deck anyway for brunch, so I'll have good viewing and good food. I can't wait. So I'm gonna go ahead and one thing I forgot to show you, today's animal. It looks like a bear in my 2 chocolates, so isn't that cute? But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up today right now, because like I said, all I'm doing is shower, laundry, and bed. But yeah, it was a good day. It was a catch up on sleep kind of day for me, and I needed that. This time change is brutal, so, but I think I'm in a good spot. The other thing is I participated in a recipe exchange, and here are my 2 recipes. I did my cauliflower soup and the cornbread. So I figure tomorrow when I go to Palo, I'm going to be very full afterwards because I plan on eating whatever I want, and I have to walk all over the ship to deliver those to everyone's room. It'll be a perfect excuse to walk off my lunch, is to go deliver all those cards tomorrow. So that'll be perfect. But yeah, all right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up here. See you guys tomorrow for Glacier Day. Keep moving forward. Good night.